Welcome, Aquarius. This is your weekly Taroscope reading for March the 27th through to April the 2nd, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive love, support, energy that you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Thank you. Now, let's see what the energy is going to be for you this week. Oh, the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card that tells us that we are really going to look at that huge bag on our backs. Now, if we look closely, there are ones in there with beautiful new growth, and there are also ones that are just completely dead wood. And so we need to understand what is the dead wood in our lives, and what are the new opportunities. Where is there potential for growth in our life? We need to dissipate the baggage, the energy that weighs us down, the energy that holds us back. It's time to go forward. It's time to get serious about that bag on your back. We have the Star. Well, we can make the impossible possible. We see the vision of our tomorrow. We see where we can strive to go. Our goals, our dreams, our desires. And yes, what we thought was impossible, and maybe it's from releasing some of that baggage, we now see where it's possible to go, what we can succeed in. We have the Magician. Oh, goodness gracious. The Magician is asking you, what do you want? What do you truly want? What do you want to manifest in your life? What are your goals, your dreams, your visions of tomorrow? Now, what's it worth to you? What are you willing to sacrifice for it? How much discipline will you put behind it? How much perseverance? How much passion? How much time or energy or resources are you willing to give it, to fuel it, to grow it? Because the opportunity can come to you. With the Magician here, I mean, this is a beautiful time to give up affirmations about what you want to step into, what you want to come into your life. We have the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands is over the Star. So, this is making the commitment. I mean, the Four of Wands is really the marriage, the proposal card, but here we are with the Star, which is our dreams, our vision of tomorrow, of what we want to accomplish, our goals. So we may be negotiating things, we may be talking to things, we may be speaking in a new way, we may be actually expressing new thoughts, new ideas. So maybe that's what makes the impossible possible. It's almost like a new frame of mind, a new way to debate or to persuade, to make our dream a reality. And I get a sense that, it's a four anyway, so it needs to be grounded. Our thoughts need to be grounded. And we need to have supports behind us. So we need to be realistic. Our underlying energy is the Six of Wands, which is success. This is the success card. This is where you're going to see, hey, I did this and I can go forward in this way. This is not a time to rest on your laurels. This is not a time to relax and kick up your feet and have a celebration party. This is a time to go forward. This is a time to give it your energy. Okay? This is typically a parade happening, and the parade is actually in your honor. And people are surrounded on the streets on the sidewalks, cheering your name, yelling your name, giving you the support, giving you the love, appreciating you. So know that there are supports behind you, but also realize that you are still in full armor, which means you've already got your papers to your next battle, your next mission, to go forward in some new way. So it's about seeing the little successes, and that fuels you in some way of moving forward to the bigger successes you are destined to walk into. We have the Page of Swords as our overriding energy. Well, we can't do any knee-jerks here, that's for sure. We have to be conscious of that because she is a knee-jerk energy. So we probably will do a knee-jerk, but we're going to try and stay grounded so that we don't. And at the same time, we are going to honor our inner child, our passions, our dreams, our creativity of what we truly want to step into, of what we want to do. And that relates so much with the Ten of Wands, because what are we going to pull out of the bag? We're going to pull out the things that don't allow us to honor ourselves, that dissipates our energy, that weighs us down in some way. We have the Three of Wands, which is that expansive new path with the Hierophant. Trust that that path is opening up to you, that there is a power greater than us, that is working for us, that is moving us forward, that is opening up opportunities, that is allowing the next step to appear as we are prepared for it, to go with the flow a little bit more. And with the Three of Wands, it's an expansive path in front of us, and one that we haven't stepped on yet. And we are contemplating here. Okay, so we're not just rushing into it. We hold that first wand and we think of all the positive that can come in our life because we've taken that step. We move to the second wand and think of all the negative that can come into our life because we took that step. And then we weigh out the difference, and that's when we take the third wand and we step forward, knowing the path, knowing the pitfalls, having the plan. For work and career, we have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands have been so popular. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is the 27th card of the deck. And our reading is on the 27th. It starts on the 27th, and the new moon is on the 27th. So this is a very strong omen in your reading. And I've got the train blowing its horn in the background. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's loud tonight. This is your thoughts. This is what you can create. This is what you can do. And this is how you can create it in your life with a balance. This is giving thought to your creative, this is time to journal. This is a time to get creative in your mind of what you can make, invent, create, write, paint, dance. What's your goals? What's your dreams? And this is our work card, so work and finances. How can you step into your passion? How can you create your passions, your dreams, your desires through work? I would be journaling right now. I would be paying attention to my dreams. I would be very aware of the signs, the clues, the symbols that I was seeing around me, leading me towards a certain path. And then thinking it through, adding my own creative flair to it, and understanding how I could bring that into my life and still maintain a balance or bring in a balance going forward. For relationships, we have the Hangman, so back it up a little bit. Okay, this is one where we're not struggling, we're going with the flow, we're backing it up, we're understanding where the balance needs to be within the relationship, and then we will make the plan. Then we will have the conversations. Then we will start something in order to bring new experience and new life into the relationship, or maybe more passion and joy. But right now, you need to just back it up and think about the relationship, what matters, what doesn't matter. Take it back to the basics, perhaps. Maybe you need to take it back to the first days when you met and you couldn't bear to be apart. When we looked at the big picture instead of all the little details. And do those details matter? If they don't take out the garbage 1 week, should it really matter? If they don't do it for 5 years, we've got a problem. But are we taking out the garbage too? Are we pulling our weight? Are we giving into the relationship like we should? Or are we holding back in some way? Or do we have unrealistic expectations? Do they? And if you're not in a relationship, this is a week to really back it up and understand what will truly be a balanced relationship going forward. What you are willing to give, sacrifice in your life in order to have that relationship. Because relationships do take sacrifice. They do present challenges. Where we had free time, now we are spending time with somebody else. Where we didn't have free time, now we are spending it with somebody else. Have we opened up a space in our world to allow somebody in? Spirituality, we have justice. So we are looking for balance, we are looking for harmony, we are looking for joy. The joy of the experience of spirituality. Of losing yourself in thought and a meditation in a prayerful silence. Of bringing in some kind of formal practice, whether it is a gratitude journal or a few affirmations or a prayer time, meditation time, or just a small window of opportunity for some solitude, to be alone with your thoughts, to reflect, to bring in a balance, to ground you. To bring in joy and happiness, to bring in harmony. For well-being and health, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so the fad, whatever, is not going to work. Okay, and if you just try and start to do something and you jump in with both feet, chances are it's not going to last. So learn about what you are actually making a commitment to when it comes to, maybe you want to join the gym, and so now you've decided you're going to be there every day for an hour, first thing in the morning before work, which is probably an unrealistic expectation to change your routine to that degree. So let's try 1 day. And then if that works for a couple of weeks, we'll do 2 days. And if we get that going and some momentum behind it, maybe we'll add a 3rd day and take it from the ground up rather than trying to jump into the experience. So if you've decided that you are only going to eat fresh fruits and vegetables going forward, and you're going to cut out everything else, it's probably not going to stick. It's probably not going to work for you. That you have to do it in, sorry for the pun, bite-sized pieces. That you have to say, okay, you know what? No more processed food, or no more cans. Okay, I'll still eat this for another couple of weeks, but I'm going to cut out this, or I'm going to cut out meat, or maybe it's just red meats I'm going to cut out this week. And I'm still going to have poultry and birds and or fish or seafood. And maybe you work towards that goal so that you can adjust, so that you can do it with a balance. And this is a little bit of research. What is the healthiest way forward for you? Now, if you are suffering from something right now, it's the same thing. Okay, you can't just turn your life upside down, no matter what the diagnosis is, no matter what the perfect treatment is. You've got to do it in bite-sized pieces. You've got to do it in small steps, and you have to educate yourself as you go along. So if it's a workout routine, educate yourself. If it's a dietary thing, educate yourself. The more education you have, the more you will make the right decisions going forward, and it's slow and steady wins the race. So take your time in your deliberation, take your time in introducing it into your world, into your routine, and you will see long-term success. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.